Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If everybody would please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Gainesville High NJROTC.
Forward, march. Mark time, march. Color guard. Present colors.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry colors. Ready, cut. Order. Colors. Ready, cut.
All right, cadets, if you will, please tell us your name, what grade you're in, and what your plans are for after high school.
Good afternoon. I'm Cadet Chief Petty Officer Karime Perez. I'm a junior in Gainesville High School. My ambitions after high school is to enlist in the United States Marine Corps.
Good evening. I am Cadet Chief Petty Officer Catherine Torres. I am a sophomore in Gainesville High School, and my ambition after high school is to enlist in the United States Marine Corps.
Good evening. I am Cadet Ensign Josiani Ayala. I'm in 12th grade at Gainesville High School, and after high school, I plan on enlisting in the United States Army National Guard.
Good evening. I am Estrella Hernandez. I am currently a sophomore at Gainesville High School. After high school, my ambitions are to attend UGA and study law enforcement.
Good evening. I am Cadet, as well as saying, good evening. I'm Cadet Senior Recruit Mark Cosme. I'm currently a 9th grader in Gainesville High School. My ambitions after high school is going to a 4-year college to commission as an officer in the United States Marine Corps.
All right, let's give these ladies and gentlemen a hand.
Colors. Ready, cut. Mark time, march.
All right, Dr. Williams, recognition portion.
Yeah, Board members, if you'll join me on this side of the table. We'll start this evening with district recognition, then move into school recognition. So first of all, welcome to GMS West, Dr. Cromwell. We appreciate you having us this evening. For many of you students, this is where you'll come to middle school. So we thought it'd be great to have it here since we're not able to have it at our typical location. Tonight, our first district recognition involves a teacher from Gainesville City Schools, specifically from Monday Mill. So this time I invite Dr. Brown to come up as I talk a little bit about the award and then also about Ms. Fortman. So Ms. Fortman is one of those teachers that does not love to be singled out, but we're going to do that tonight anyhow. So Ms. Fortman, if you would please join us up here. And we submitted Ms. Fortman's name. She was our district teacher of the year a year ago. I went on to compete at the state level, and we had the opportunity to submit her name as the GACT mentor teacher of our region, which is Northeast Atlanta. There's only 9 of these given across the entire state each year. GACT is the Georgia Association of Colleges for Teacher Education. And so tonight, we're going to hear from Dr. Brown. The last Thursday night, she was, I don't know if you were surprised or semi-surprised. Did you give a heads up that you were getting it?
No.
Okay, well, we knew, Dr. Brown and I knew, but Ms. Portman did not. And so they were able to go to a banquet last Thursday night where she received the the great honor of being in the Gacktee region. So Dr. Brown, if you would, share a few words about Ms. Horton and why she deserved this award.
Well, there are several reasons why she deserves this award. First of all, she's been with us from the very beginning. She joined us when our school opened back in 2017, so this is year 8 for us. She is certainly a leader within the school. She has a lot of great ideas, and she doesn't mind sharing those, and she learns from others as well. So she doesn't think she already knows everything. She's definitely learning and sharing information. She has a passion for working with interns and new teachers and helping them along. She genuinely loves her students, and they genuinely feel the same way. I think that just goes without saying. She's a team player. She challenges herself. She used to teach 2nd grade, and she said, okay, I think I'm ready. And she went to 4th grade, and she discovered that she loved that as well. She's a fantastic teacher and person, and we are thrilled that she chooses Monday Mill Academy to call her work.
So Ms. Horton, Dr. Brown, if you would, get in the middle of the board members so we can get a group pick. Yes, Ms. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
The second recognition this evening actually happened 2 Fridays ago, but tonight we get the opportunity to celebrate our Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Priscilla Collins. Ms. Collins, if you would, join us up here. We don't have any intro music for you or anything. Ms. Collins, each year, we are a part of what's called Pioneer Research. It's a regional educational service agency, and every district gets to recognize a pioneer in our district. So we got the opportunity to recognize Ms. Collins. We've had a couple of board members recognized in the past, Ms. Pam Ware, Ms. Myrtle Figueres, and just an opportunity to really celebrate. So I want to read you a couple of things about Ms. Collins, because most of us here know that she's a bit of a legacy and has been around a little bit, but I didn't know the full story. So Ms. Collins is the 3rd longest serving active employee in the district. 1992. Alumna of West Alabama and 2 degrees from UNG, Ms. Collins started her career in Greensboro, Alabama. After serving as a 3rd grade teacher for a couple of years, Ms. Collins was hired in August of 1992 and taught 3rd grade at Anoka before transferring to Centennial in 1995. Over the next 8 years, she taught 2nd and 3rd grade, oftentimes looping with students and then cycling back to 2nd grade. Recognized as Centennial's Teacher of the Year in 1999 and serving as a mentor in leading professional development, everybody knew that leadership opportunities were coming for Ms. Collins. When Gainesville Exploration Academy opened its doors in 2003, Ms. Collins became the first assistant principal and then became principal in 2006. She is responsible for directly hiring and supervising numerous GCSS leaders. When Race to the Top came calling, Ms. Collins was a principal on assignment as she served for the TKES and LKES statewide steering committee. So principals, if you want to know why Ms. Collins is so tied into that, because that's part of her baby. She's continued to oversee evaluations, professional development, and teacher induction for years, including her role as Chief Professional Services Officer. She was named Deputy Superintendent in 2021 and oversees the HR department as well as academics and wraparound. She has a passion for Gainesville and serving our community. She has served on the Quinlan Arts Center United Way boards, and also she always connects all of our resources to those in our school system. So we had the opportunity, we wanted to have an opportunity to get a picture with the board and us all celebrate Ms. Priscilla Collins. Yes, Ms. Collins started when she was 12 years old. Tonight, for our first school recognition, I'd like to invite Dr. Stephen Jefferson to the podium to recognize our students and staff from Centennial Arts Academy. Also joined, I believe, Dr. Kennedy.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right, for our student recognition, today I'll be highlighting a group of students that have put forth exceptional effort this year at Centennial Arts Academy. They've worked really hard this year to go above and beyond expectations. So at Centennial, one of our goals this year was to add more arts programs to our school. And the first one that we started this year was a violin club for students in grades 1 and 2. Really excited to see some of the things that they're going to do this year. As first and second graders, they are highly receptive to new experiences. And it's our hope that learning an instrument like the violin will encourage discipline, patience, and a sense of accomplishment. Additionally, group lessons, group violin lessons promote social skills and teamwork. As children collaborate, they listen to one another, and they work together toward a shared goal. Our violin club is led by Ms. Stevens. Is Ms. Stevens here? You come on up. Okay. So at this time, I'm going to read, Dr. Kennedy is going to read off our student names. You can come on up when you hear your name to be recognized.
All right, I'm gonna read all the names on the list, even though I know we don't have everyone here, but when you hear your name, come on up. Sienna Lanier, Makai Perry, Regina Damian, Victoria Soto, Cadence Craver, Sophia Ramos, Ashanti Patterson, May Todal, Charlotte Cox, Aaron Rosa, Gabriel Lilliman, Noah Ramos, Derek Avila, Hadley Irwin, Abigail Arroyo, Alfredo Galvin, Anna Munoz, and Mila Cavalieri. Mila, I saw you up there. She is. A pretty good turnout. We have 20 in the group. That's pretty good.
Just slide down, just a little bit. Slide down, slide down, slide down. Ms. Stevens. Any other parents? The next time y'all have to bring the violins and play for us. Sound good? Yes. All right, good deal. Congratulations.
It's my pleasure to present the award for our Heroes of the Herd. We have a classified staff member and a certified staff member today. Our Heroes of the Herd award recognizes certified and classified staff for their exceptional leadership, exemplary work performance, enthusiastic attitude, and commitment to Gainesville City Schools. The award acknowledges those individuals who work above and beyond and getting the job done to be a true hero. Our first person for today from Centennial is Ms. Whitney Montesinos. It's with great pride and admiration I present Ms. Whitney Montesinos as a recipient of our Heroes of the Herd Award at Centennial. She's consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to our students, going above and beyond the call of duty to ensure they are successful. Her classroom is not just a place of learning, it's a haven where each child feels valued and understood. She has a remarkable ability to connect her students, her special needs students, tailoring their instruction to meet individual needs. Her classroom is a testament of her creativity and dedication. Ms. Montesino fosters a supportive and inclusive environment where students feel safe to explore their potential, and she inspires her students to strive for excellence every day. I urge you in joining me in recognizing Ms. Montesinos for her outstanding contributions. Her receipt of the Heroes of the Herd Award is well-deserved honor. It reflects her leadership, work performance, and unwavering commitment to our students. The next hero of the herd is Miss Maricela Francisco. It's with great pride that I acknowledge Miss Francisco's recognition of the hero of the herd. Miss Francisco's unwavering dedication to our school community is an inspiration for us all. Last year, she excelled as our parent coordinator, fostering strong bonds between the school and the families we serve. Her approachable demeanor created a welcoming environment for all, ensuring seamless communication and collaboration. This year, Ms. Francisco has transitioned into her role as our new school secretary. Her organizational skills, attention to detail, and positive attitude have made her an invaluable asset to our front office team. She consistently goes above and beyond her duties and is willing to lend a helpful hand and provide support with colleagues and students alike. In closing, I'd like to extend my congratulations to Ms. Francisco on receiving the Heroes of the Herd Award for Centennial Arts Academy. This well-deserved recognition is a testament to her hard work, commitment to our school community. We're truly fortunate to have her as a member of our team.
I'd like to add as a special recognition, all of you honored tonight, both students and staff, you can take next week off. Giving that gift to each of you tonight. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Boatwright, Principal of Gainesville Exploration Academy, and Dr. Master, if you will join her as well, and to recognize our students and staff.
Okay, so to begin with, I want to recognize our club, which is Community Service Project. They have done an amazing job this year. They are shaking hands, trying to get money and getting everybody at the school involved in projects for our community. But I'm going to let their leaders come up and tell you a little bit about what they do. This is Ms. Hannah Green and Ms. Brittany Cobb.
GEA's Community Service Club has organized community outreach projects, including a pet drive for the Hall County Animal Shelter, a food drive for the Hub, and a fundraiser to create birthday boxes for the local homeless shelter.
Now we'd like to introduce the Community Service Club members. When you hear your name, please come forward. Jared, Josiah, Alani, Stormy, Chelsea, Sasha, Daniel, Uretzi, Emmanuel, Gracia, and Nellie.
Bye. Keep going, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Ms. Collins, you're gonna come to this side. So we can
Keep
make sure.
going.
They truly do an amazing job, and in the afternoon, they've been trying to gather money for the homeless shelter, so they're out there with little cans as our car rider and our car rider line getting money. They have really done a good job getting it that way. So to begin with, I would like to announce our certified hero of the herd this year. and that is Ms. Hannah Green, and I'm going to read some of the comments that our teachers and staff have written about her. Hannah Green is an amazing asset to GEA. She's a team leader for our SPED team, a member of PBIS team, and the Tier 2 behavior team, as well as co-lead of the Sunshine Committee, where they create fun ways to enhance our staff morale. She leads 2 after-school clubs, community service club, and team sports club to guide students in learning soft skills that they will need to be successful. She mentors first-year teachers and UNG interns, going beyond expectations by answering questions, having discussions for growth, and making goals for areas of improvement. Her students adore her. Her parents know that they can trust her to always do what's best for their children. She leads with compassion and humility without expecting anything in return. She is the perfect example of what it means to be a true red elephant and hero of the herd. Ms. Hannah.
Tiffany Snot, our person that is receiving the classified hero of the herd, was unable to be here tonight, but it was for Chris Hemmings. And Mr. Chris is not just a tech support guy at our school, he is the can-do-it-all guy that we rely on. He's extremely knowledgeable, patient, helpful, kind, and professional. He does it all with a smile and he never complains. He assists with our after-school clubs and he loves teaching children about technology and how computers work. His handyman skills are not just reserved for IT, but also for fixing essential gadgets like popcorn machine and the PBIS incentives. He is a true epitome of what's going above and beyond the Call of Duty looks like. Again, that was Chrissy.
One of the things that you don't know about GEA is they have an extremely fierce Halloween competition. And both Miss Green and Miss Collins were part of the 4th grade winning team, which were the Rugrats. So if you want to scroll back through social media and see one of the best ones, there's always a fight between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But 4th grade brought it home. Is that it? How many times is that? 4 or 5. So, great competition there. Our final school recognition this evening is Monday Mill Arts Academy, and Dr. Krista Brown, if you would please join us again.
The Monday Mill Arts Academy Student Council has one student representative from each 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade class. The Student Council serves as a vital link between students and administration, playing a key role in shaping the school's atmosphere and events. They act as representatives for their classroom, sharing information and feedback. Additionally, they actively contribute to school spirit by planning Spirit Week themes, providing input on PBIS rewards and quarterly incentives, and participating in initiatives to enhance the school's appearance and overall environment. I am very proud of the work and contributions made by our student council members. When I call your name, boys and girls, please come forward. We have Kennedy Benjamin, Alexander Bonilla, Jenny Contreras Guevara, Victoria Cubian, Christina Poisson, Victoria Godoy, Gael Gomez Zambrano, Benjamin Grigg, Aurelie Hernandez, Bentley McCrary, Bill Malumba, Brielle Niamboye, Fiorelli Arias, Eliza Rodriguez, Benjamin Tickets, and Christina Villalba. Please come forward. Good job.
In slide. You slide like this. Go that one. Turn sideways.
I'm good.
Please forgive me, I have Hannah Fountain that I would like to recognize as well. Will she come up? Boys and girls, will you come back up so that we can all get a picture of Hannah? Hannah, forgive me. She was sitting right beside me and I was walking all her through the whole thing and I skipped her name on the list. So we're all gonna take a picture again.
Are you gonna hand them this way? Good job.
So now for the hero of the herd recipient. Allow me to tell you a little bit about our classified recipient, it's Ms. Natasha Boucher. Ms. Boucher brought a much needed consistency for her students when there was an unexpected teacher vacancy in her room. She put her years of experience and knowledge to great use by leading the lessons and taking on additional responsibilities until the new teacher began. She also approaches every challenge with grace and a positive attitude. Her care for her students is evident in every aspect of her work. She fosters a welcoming, nurturing environment where each student feels safe, understood, and valued. She takes the time to get to know each child personally, understanding their unique strengths and challenges. Her genuine concern for their well-being and growth extends far beyond academics, making her a trusted mentor for her students. She collaborates effortlessly, always willing to share ideas, lend support, and provide encouragement. Her impact on our school and her students is profound, and we are fortunate to have her as part of our team. We love you, Ms. Boucher. Family, where's your family? They can wave at us.
Mary and King White.
There we go. We want to thank you as well for sharing her with us. Thank you.
Last but not least, we have our certified Hero of the Herd Award. I am honored to present this award to Ms. Mackenzie Webb. This award is this award for her outstanding contribution as a teacher and leader within our school. Her dedication to advocating for students and fostering a collaborative environment with parents has made a profound difference in the lives of her students and colleagues alike. Some things that her colleagues had to say about her. As the lead special education teacher, Ms. Webb consistently goes above and beyond to support both her students and fellow educators. She actively works to create an inclusive, positive classroom environment where every student feels valued and encouraged to reach their full potential. Her leadership extends beyond her classroom. She mentors new teachers by sharing innovative teaching strategies and modeling how to effectively communicate with students and their parents. Congratulations.
Want to wave to us. Thank you again for sharing with us.
Okay, still on. Hello, I accidentally left off one student, so can we have all the Centennial students come on back up? And we're gonna take one more photo, and to Alexa Rubio, sorry.
And for the boys and girls who came tonight to celebrate their brother or sister, you didn't get one of these, but I've got about 20 left. So in just a moment, when we dismiss, we'll keep giving you these until you run out. If you already got one, we won't give you another one. But if you got a brother or sister that's here, want to give one to them, glad to give you one as you head out.
All right, do we have any board commendations? No. Ladies and gentlemen, that does include our recognition portion of the meeting. You need to leave. Now's the perfect time before we get into our formal business. Hold on, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna get whatever we can drive through and pick up and eat on the way. Because.
So proud of her. Great for so well. You guys wanna get
It's Mike up here, so we, Mr. Chair, you and I right now are going to with Mike. Okay. Yes, you will.
Ms. Flores, we have no citizens comments. Good. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I would like to make a motion that we adopt, Roman numeral 5, 6, 5, and 6.
Got a motion by Mr. Nordholz. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Ramsey. All those in favor? Motion carries. All right, Dr. Williams.
Yeah, I just wanted to cover Toys for Tots for just a moment. Colonel Golden, who oversees our NJROTC program, you know that every time we have a board meeting, we're blessed to have our students do the presentation of colors. They do an annual support and drive for Toys for Tots. This is separate from what we typically do with various community organizations where we sponsor a family. We have decided as a group of cabinet and also directors, instead of getting each other gifts this year as a part of that, we're giving toys to Toys for Tots. And so just wanted to promote that all of our schools have the Toys for Tots boxes at each of their schools. And if anyone is interested in dropping off any type of donation there, all of our schools have access to that. And that will run through the second week in December, I believe. Second item is exit issue breakfast. This happens every December. It is an opportunity for us, we already have a table, but it's an opportunity for us to hear from our local legislators. There are 9 that represent Gainesville and Hall County, or parts of Hall County. That breakfast is on Thursday, December the 12th, from 7:30 to 9:30 at Lanier Technical College, the Ramsey Conference Center. It is also during the December or the winter GSBA conference. So I know, Mr. Young, you will be at the conference. I'll be driving back and forth and trying to do both over those couple of days. But just wanted to have that time for you, and I'll be reaching out to confirm your attendance and the number of spots that we have available at our table. And I will tell you that I will send you the invitation that our time with the delegation this year is later in the morning. And so I'll be sending you that time that we get about 15 minutes with our local delegation to just share some of our concerns, but also celebrations as well. The third item is the December board meeting change. With us meeting tonight and next week is Thanksgiving break. We're scheduled to have our typical combined work session and board meeting on Monday, December the 2nd. But that is the day right after we come back from the break. There will not be a whole lot of school business happening these next 4 days that would warrant having a meeting that day. And so we will be shifting that meeting from December 2nd to Monday, December the 16th, which is 2 weeks later. Locations to be determined. We hope to be back at the Public Safety Complex. They're doing some minor construction there, eliminating the pews and putting in some chairs. And so we hope to have that available to us on December the 16th.
Dr. Williams,
Yes.
is that a meeting that for the recognitions where?
West and east.
Yes, we do have GMS East and West. Yep. So that'll wrap up all of our recognitions for the year at that moment.
All right, I do not see Dr. Sears.
Yeah, Dr. Sears not able to be here with us this evening, but this is, I hate to say the word formality, but with the legislation that has changed in the last couple of years about the science of reading, we are required to adopt our literacy selection annually. And this is just showing that what we've adopted, which is Bookworm, which has open source, or open up resources, 85 reading and writing, which is the official name of it. We know it as Bookworms, is one of the 12 approved programs adopted by Georgia Department of Education. So it does meet those standards set forth by the state.
All right, I need a motion to certify the instructional materials.
So moved.
Got a motion by Dr. Randy. Second. Got a second by Mr. Young. Any questions? All those in favor? Motion carries. All right, this is it.
Ms. Bethel was not able to be here this evening either. Financial statements, if you look at October, you will look at the revenue and then the expenditures. You will see that we started to collect some ad valorem taxes. During the month of October, we collected just under 3.2 million. You can see that those numbers, of course, will continue to go up. That's about 6.5%. You continue to look down the list and you'll see that our revenues collected are at 20.9%. This time last year through October, we were at 20.5%, so collections are slightly up. When you look at the expenditure functions, a few of them, of course, are kind of higher than anticipated because of the beginning of the year front loading, with business support, student transportation, tech support, and so forth. And of course, operations starts to get in there a little bit as well. The big number where the bulk of our expenditures are located is in that instruction function. Most of our people are in instruction and people services. And you can see that both of those combined are 32.3% and 32.6%, which is right under the 33 mark of where we would be in October. Overall, our expenditures are 34.6%. This time last year was 34.3%. Our fund balance in this October was 5.5 million. A year ago, it was 7.1 million. So that number will start going up because of the ad valorem taxes that we are currently collecting. Going down to SPLOST. SPLOST receipts were just over $1,016,000, which is slightly down from the same October a year ago, and $1,000 more than it was 2 years ago. So we're starting to see leveling off of the SPLOST receipts. We do have 2 months left in this calendar year of collection, so it looks like we'll be just under $13 million for this calendar year when it all wraps up. Any questions?
Make a motion, we approve the financial statements.
I've got a motion by Mr. Nordholt. Got a second by Mr. Young. Any other questions? All those in favor? Motion carries. Meeting dates for next year.
So every November, we bring you the meeting dates for the following year. There are 2 dates that will require kind of on Tuesday meetings in particular, the work session, regular meeting in January, which is the day after MLK, and then also the day after Labor Day. These are in line with trying to adjust for any holidays that we may have, and most of it falls really well. We are allowed 1 reschedule a year. We made it to the end of November, early December before we did anything this year. And so this is follow the same schedule, first and third Mondays, work sessions on the first, and the regular meeting on the third. We will add the school recognitions and if they have to change locations at that time. One thing to point out, which we've done for the last number of years, all of the summer sessions will occur at the school office.
All right, got any questions of Dr. Williams? A motion to adopt the calendar. So, motion by Mr. Young,
Second.
got a second by Dr. Ramsey. All those in favor? Motion carries. Sorry, attendance on.
So a little over a month ago, we brought forward you the committee's recommendation regarding attendance zones. Over the last 2 weeks, we had 4 meetings. The first meeting at Monday Mill, we had about 5 families of about 20 people total. The second meeting, that was at Gainesville Exploration Academy. On that Thursday, we met at Monday Mill. We had 17 families, about 35 to 40 people attended. Then last Tuesday, we met at New Holland and had about a dozen families, so about 25 to 30. And then we met at Fair Street on Thursday and had a similar number, about 12 families, 20 to 30 people in those groups. One of the things that was great that we noticed after the meeting at GEA, of the 5 families that attended, none of them were impacted. So we started to change the messaging, and each principal sent out a message as a reminder of basically who would be impacted. And so what we sent out on the messages was a link to where all the content was posted and who would be impacted. So in other words, if you were a car rider, morning and afternoon, you're likely not going to be impacted. So we believe that did cut down on some of the numbers, which meant that the families attending were the ones who fell in the areas that would have some adjustments. Just as a quick snapshot, and all of that information is still on our website. The 2 big ideas was, one, we're eliminating the district-provided transportation between schools. We currently have 6 elementary schools and 2 clusters. 4 of those elementary schools, we provide transportation within. The other 2 schools, which are GEA and Money Mill, we provide transportation across those 2 schools. We've noticed those numbers continue to decline. It also adds an additional round of transportation at the end of the day, which causes sometimes some discipline issues, sometimes some communication issues between schools. And when we implemented school choice in that way, we were around 5,500 to 6,000 students. We're now 8,500 students as a district. And so it's time to kind of pull that back and be a little more traditional in our approach. So we did eliminate the clusters and that district provided transportation. There are two exceptions. We do have special education hubs where we may have an autistic classroom at a certain school that serves an area, may have an emotional behavior disorder classroom, we may have a severe and profound. So special education on the self-contained side is an exception, and also any students that are identified as homeless. They have to go back to the school of record. So that's an exception there. So the big part was eliminating the clusters, and it goes along with that, and eliminating that district provided transportation. The second one is the map that you see behind you. If you want to take a moment to look at that. We noticed, and this came out of the committee, Monday Mill continues to grow, but they were going to be reaching capacity pretty quickly. So we took two areas from Monday Mill, which was Willow Ridge and Florence Drive. Willow Ridge is on Old Flower Branch Road, and Florence Drive is off Browns Bridge Road. We pulled those into GEA. We also pulled part of Swan Drive and Davis Street into GEA, so that kind of helped GEA's numbers go up more. We were able to take the part that comes near the high school. When you look just south of the high school there, you'll see that teal color that is now going to Centennial as where it was Fair Street. So Fair Street and Monday Mill were two schools that were continuing to grow, and the zones were growing. And in many ways, we were, I believe the number was about 800 students that were zoned Fair Street. And so if we had gotten rid of the transportation and just told everybody to go to the current zones, then we were running into some major issues on crowding. So the two big areas that were impacted were Monday Mill and Fair Street. New Holland, there's still about 3,000 or more units that are on the docket to be issued and permits to be built in New Holland. So we wanted them to be a little bit lower. They're around 520 or so. Know that number is going to continue to grow over the next couple of years. So we did take the extreme northern part of New Holland and we pulled it over into a node. So just some minor adjustments. We are actually meeting this week to determine what that verbiage would be going out to families. We'll continue to message it out to families during choice enrollment and during that time when we come back after the winter break. But the biggest thing is that there were not as many families impacted as we anticipated. So for example, Fair Street currently sends 50 kids from Fair Street zone over to Centennial. The majority of those kids will now be zoned Centennial. So it's going to kind of, there will be some shifts, but it's going to be in the favor of some families, and those that currently transport their child via car ride or morning and afternoon will continue to have the opportunity to do that as long as space is available at each of the schools.
Are there any questions?
Can you tell me again, the two areas from Monday Mill, Willow Ridge and what?
Florence Drive, that's right off of Browns Bridge Road. That's near the Hall County government building.
Okay.
So the reason those two were chosen is one bus picks up both of those developments. There was one change from the original map that we looked at. Fair Street was actually, if you pull that back up, where Athens Street is. We were looking at pulling that into New Holland, but all of a sudden it was putting New Holland much higher than we anticipated. And with two subdivisions building out right now, we left that in the Fair Street zone. So we look at going out Athens Street, which is connecting kind of the two orange parts there. That has been Fair Street. We'll continue to keep that Fair Street.
Any other questions? Hear a motion to adopt the attendance zone. So, I'm going to Dr. Ramsey, here second by Mr. Pettit. All those in favor? Motion carries. Any discussion on it? Motion to adjourn? All right, get a motion by Mr. Trumbull, hold a second by Mr. Young. All those in favor? Thank y'all for coming.
Good, a lot earlier than anticipated.